So we're going to work on body paragraph 3. The good news is this is the easiest because we're talking about evidence. So Obama's evidence is not reliable. And the first thing I need to talk about is the first evidence. The internet has been one of the greatest gifts our economy and society has ever known. So the question is, what is the evidence missing? Well, Obama says something about how it's a great gift and for our economy and society. But the problem is, Obama is not an expert on the economy, nor is he an expert on the internet, which is what this great gift is. And so right now what we're missing is an expert opinion. So in that first sentence, I would write something like, the evidence is missing an expert opinion. Now what's wrong with the evidence? Well, I just talked about that. The problem is Obama is not that expert. He's not an expert on the internet. He's not an expert on the economy. So he can't state that. Now, why doesn't it support our reasons? Think about what evidence has to be in order to support the reasons, and then you can answer that. So then, what I want you to do is pause, work on that background, work on that analysis, okay? I'm going to move on, and I'm going to talk about the next background. So I look at my quote, and I see that this quote says, the rules I'm asking for, so I'm going to underline rules, are simple common sense steps that some ISPs already observe. So yes, this is missing an expert opinion, but more importantly, I think it's missing numbers. How many rules? How many ISPs? Some isn't enough. How many steps? So it's not just numbers, but it's exact numbers. Maybe it could be in a percentage of how many ISPs are doing it. Maybe it's how many rules align with what ISPs are already doing. But exact numbers are missing. So what's wrong with it? Well, if there are no numbers, what does that mean? If there are no numbers, there is no expert opinion. What is wrong with the evidence? What can't it be? And then, why doesn't it support the reasons? Because what's wrong with it? It lends itself to that. So pause the video, go and do that background and that analysis. Finally, I'm going to look at my conclusion. All right? Conclusion is, because Obama's evidence isn't factual, what doesn't it do? What is evidence? All right, evidence, I'm not going to spell it out, supposed to do? Think about the point of evidence in order to answer that.